We finna talk about the Freaknik. Ooh, Freaknik is out right now. In case y'all don't know, it's on Hulu. The Freaknik is on Hulu. You finna see Auntie them. You finna see your mammy on there. You finna see your grandmammy on there. Yeah. Freaknik is live on Hulu. Here we go.
Now, a documentary focusing on Atlanta's infamous street party, Freaknik, is streaming on Hulu. Maybe you or someone you know is featured in the film. Well, the film's executive producer, Jermaine Dupri, sat down with 11 Alive's Jonathan Martin one-on-one and told him you'll get the full story.
Atlanta music mogul Jermaine Dupri says the much-anticipated documentary Freaknik, The Wildest Story Never Told, will feature head-turning moments you might expect. And
do y'all understand? This was before cell phone.
Chronicle how the infamous street party helped solidify Atlanta as a black mecca.
The way Atlanta is now, Freaknik basically birthed it. You know, people came to this city, and like I said in Welcome to Atlanta, they came here and they didn't leave. They found out this was an amazing place for black people to raise their families, for black people to start a living.
Those was the days for real.
5 HBCU students started Freaknik as a spring break picnic in 1983. But by the mid-90s, it had grown out of control.
You know, no internet, this was word of mouth, passing out flyers, and this became 200,000, 300,000 people coming to Atlanta.
It put a huge strain on police with traffic tie-ups, complaints of loud music, and lewd behavior. Freaknik ended in 1999.
Damn, boy. He said we still had bag phones. Yet there's certain people, if you wasn't getting no paper, you ain't have no bag phone.
You have to look at Freaknik as a good and a bad thing. If some people have bad things to say about it, like the people that lived around Piedmont Park, they probably ecstatic that it's no more Freaknik.
I know you've heard the criticism, people perhaps saying that this documentary will take us back. It doesn't move the culture forward. Also, people who maybe were 22 at the time are now 42, 52, and they don't necessarily want to see themselves or other people to see them in that light.
Well, then they don't want people to see them in a light, period, because this is black culture. Are you ashamed of our black culture when you say that? Like,
are you ashamed of your black culture? No, Jermaine, I think that because we built on a lie. We built on the lie, we lived on the lie, and a lot of women raise their children, and the children look at them as like gods and saints, and they don't want to be looked at with a crooked eye. They don't want their children to know that they was out here slanging that monkey and acting an ass and wearing a little bit of nothing and doing so many things that they didn't want their daddies to know.
Are you ashamed that you was a 21-year-old kid that was going to college, and college kids do wild, crazy things?
Yes, and women typically don't want their children to know their wild side. Men have no problem. We have no problem with saying that we was hoes.
Well, Dupri says this documentary is nostalgic, celebrating a time before smartphones and social media where young people were just carefree, living in the moment.
Yep.
You can watch the film right now. It is streaming on Hulu.
Yes. We was carefree. We wasn't in our phones all doggone day. So when we was at events or in the clubs, we paid attention to the surroundings. We paid attention to what was going on. We had to talk to people. Ooh, 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 ooh. You had to talk to people face to face. Ooh, you had to. This right here was FaceTime. Being in front of somebody was FaceTime. The good old days. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you.